Ma, good evening, ma. Vanakkam. So many days after we are having a Saturday class. After 3 Saturdays or 4 Saturdays, I think. Correct? After 4 Saturdays, I think we are having class. Ma, one time inform in the group, ask the students to join. Ask the students to join. Anyone one time inform in the group, ask the students to join.
అవి చాక్లెట్లు అసలు చేయించబాకు పిల్లలు నువ్వు కూడా రా ఇవ్వమంటే లేదని చెప్పు చేయించబాకు
Tolerance test finished, ma. Tolerance test completed. Tolerance reagent completed. Okay, next one. Next tolerance reagent. One time I'll revise. See here, if I am taking tolerance reagent, this is previous topic. I'm revising this previous topic. Tolerance reagent is AgNO3 plus NH4OH. Ammonium silver nitrate is called as tolerance reagent. Reacting species is what? Reacting species is Ag2O. Third one is in this one RC double bond OH plus Ag2O will be converted to RC double bond OH plus 2 moles of Ag. I think up to here we done. Is it correct? It is a oxidizing agent. I told it is a strong oxidizing agent. Why? Because it is undergoing reduction. Plus 1 is converted to 0 means it is undergoing a reduction. Here it is getting oxidized. I told one shortcut also. You remember that one? That shortcut, you remember, it will be very, very helpful in the examination. This shortcut, if you are coming also, you get the clarity. Now see, I told one shortcut, RH on oxidation will be converted to ROH. ROH on oxidation, it will be converted to aldehyde. Aldehyde on oxidation, it will be converted to carboxylic acid. This one on reduction, this one on reduction, and this one on reduction. Correct? Already we discussed, correct? Everybody revises thoroughly. Everybody revises thoroughly. Okay, next one. Now see the next one. Next one is a failings solution. Next one is failings or failings test. Today's topic is a failings test. Today's topic is failings test. Today's topic is what? A failings test. Today's topic is failings test. Today's topic is a failing. Before this class, that is a revision which I done in the previous class. Today's topic is a failings test. First important point, right? This one, it is only given by aldehydes. It is only given by aldehydes. In this one, now see failings solution. Failings solution is the mixture of failing solution A. It is a mixture of failing solution A and failing solution B. Failing solution is a mixture of failing solution A and failing solution B. This two conformly you have to remember. Ma. Failing solution A is what and failing solution B what. This reagent names you have to remember. Ma, is it clear? Finished? Once it is finished, tell me. Once it is finished, tell me. Come on, now see here. What is failing solution A and what is failing solution B? That is important. See, if I am taking failing solution A, if I am taking failing solution A is nothing but aqueous copper sulfate solution. Failing solution A is aqueous copper sulfate solution. Failing solution B, failing solution B is sodium potassium tartarate. If you want this one, they won't ask. This one they won't ask. Now see, sodium potassium tartarate structure you want means this is the structure of sodium potassium tartarate. This is OH. This is COH. C double bond OK. This is C double bond ON. This is the structure of sodium potassium tartarate. You don't remember the structure, just remember the names. These names are important. No need to remember the structure. This structure no need to remember. Just for your notes purpose given. Don't remember the structure. 100% they won't ask any structure. One more point I forget. One student tell me now write this one more point I forget. What is that one? Is a Tollens test. Is also called as a silver mirror test. I forget this one. Include that point there. Silver mirror test. Silver mirror test. Tollens test is also called as a silver mirror test. Just I forget this point, note down in Tollens test. Tollens test is called as, see why it is called as a silver mirror means at the end what you are getting? You are getting 2 Ag, correct? You are getting silver molecule in the end. That's why it is called as what? A silver mirror test. That's why it is called as silver mirror test. That's why it is called as a silver mirror test. Silver mirror test. Okay. Now see, in this one also same reaction, but reacting species will change. Here reacting species is, now see here reacting species is, very important one. CuO. Now see. Oh, tomorrow you're having test aldehydes and ketones. Now see RC double bond OH on treatment with CuO, it will be converted to RC double bond OH plus Cu2O, take 2 moles. Now tell me here, if I am taking this aldehyde is converted to acid means it is undergoing oxidation, it is undergoing oxidation. That's why it is a which agent? It is a reducing agent. But once you are coming to here, see copper, if I am taking copper is 2 plus, here copper is 1 plus, means this is undergoing reduction. That's why it is also a oxidizing agent. It is also a oxidizing agent. Tollens test is also oxidizing agent, and Fehling's reagent is also an oxidizing agent. An oxidizing agent.
नहीं, पैसे पैसे बांधो में तो रोज के लिए टका रहता वो गलन है, बाद में भूल जाता मैं।
Ma finished. Failing solution is a which reagent? Failing solution is a which agent? It is a oxidizing agent. This is a reducing agent. Okay, finished. Everybody is clear.
वैसे नहीं,
Next one. Now see the next one. Now see the next one. Next one is Benedict solution. Next one is Benedict solution. Benedict solution. First write this one, same thing. It is given by aldehydes. It is given by aldehydes. Now see, Benedict solution is a combination of Benedict A, Benedict solution A, Benedict solution BC. Benedict solution A is aqueous copper sulfate solution. Failing solution A and Benedict solution A. I'll say Masaran, I'll say wait, just I'll say this one. All are strong oxidizing agents. Only in these three I'll do the comparison. First write this one. Once it is completed, I'll give the comparison. Okay. It is also a strong oxidizing agent, but compared to toluenes, it is bit least oxidizing agent. Okay. Now see, if I'm taking Benedict solution B, it is a sodium citrate. It is sodium citrate. Sodium citrate. What is failing solution B? Failing solution B is a sodium potassium tartarate, but it is a sodium citrate. Sodium citrate. Where you get this citrate? Just a general thing. Tell me from your biology. Where you get the citrate? Where you get the citrate? Lime, citric acid, correct? You are getting from which one? Citric acid. In the citric acid, what vitamin will be present? Vitamin C will be present. What is the name of vitamin C? What is the name of vitamin C? Recently, this is a very important vitamin for fighting corona. Everybody is saying to take vitamin C, correct? Vitamin C tablets are also coming. What is the name of vitamin C? This is the previous year bit. JW directly they asked what is the name of vitamin C? The name of vitamin C is ascorbic acid. The name of vitamin C is ascorbic acid. It will be there. Directly they will ask what is the name of vitamin C. They will ask how the from which this concept how they will ask means directly they will give the solution. First to write this one I'll tell. The name of vitamin C is ascorbic acid. Yes, all citrus fruits maximum contains your vitamin C. Now see the next one. Now see the next one. Okay, now see the next one. Here also see reacting species is here also reacting species is the same CuO. Reacting species is same CuO. In biomolecules it will come correct. This concept we have to discuss in biomolecules. I discuss. Once it is completed, no, I'll discuss. Don't worry. Okay. Now see reaction is same reaction. What is the reaction here is RC double bond OH plus CuO gives rise to RC double bond OH plus Cu2O. Take 2 moles. Same thing. This is undergoing oxidation. That's why it is a reducing agent. It is undergoing reduction. That's why it is a oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. Not on this one. Reaction is same. Failing solution A, Benedict solution A are same, but difference is B solution. This mechanism I don't know it might is a very big mechanism and complicated mechanism. Correct? Next. Now see. One very golden point I am saying here. Now see. Now tell me one small thing. Tell me here. If I am taking Tollens reagent, next one is Fehling's reagent and Benedict's reagent. Okay, all these 3 reagents are acting as a which agents? Oxidizing agents or reducing agent. Obviously, these are oxidizing agents, correct? All these are acting as a oxidizing agents. All these are acting as a which agents? Oxidizing agents. In this one, important thing is which one is a stronger oxidizing agent? Tollens reagent is a stronger oxidizing agent compared to Fehling's reagent. Fehling reagent is a stronger oxidizing agent compared to Benedict's reagent. Suppose if you want to reduce the aldehyde, which reagent you have to take? Preferred reagent is which reagent? Tollens reagent is most preferred reagent compared to Fehling's and Benedict. This reason is very complicated reason. Just to remember why, because actually Fehling solution, if I am taking this Fehling solution is it is bit costly solution. That's why. That reason you can take, but very complicated conditions are there. Remember only one thing, it is a Tollens reagent is a stronger oxidizing agent. Next one is Fehling's reagent. Next one is a okay ma? Tell me any doubt? This one point you remember, Tollens reagent is more compared to Fehling's reagent. Fehling's reagent is more compared to Benedict's reagent. Here, this is not the important point. What is the important point is here, see. Very important point. If I am taking benzaldehyde, this one only they'll ask in the examination. Keep on asking this question in the examination. Benzaldehyde, if I am taking this one, benzaldehyde, here also it took benzaldehyde, correct? 2 are benzaldehyde molecule. If I am treating this benzaldehyde with Tollens reagent, if I am treating this benzaldehyde with the Fehling's reagent, now tell me which one will give the test very fastly. That is very important point. Tollens reagent will give the test very fastly. First is preferred or second is preferred. Obviously, see here if I am taking Tollens reagent, this Tollens reagent will be easily converted to which one? C double bond OH, and it will be converted to 2Ag. Remember one small thing, this benzaldehyde is the molecule which will give positive Tollens test, but it won't give any test Fehling's test. What is the reason here is, see, this is highly aromatic in nature, correct? This one, if I am taking, this bond is shifting me, this is negative charge, this will become very positive charge. Fehling's reagent is a stronger oxidizing agent or weaker oxidizing agent compared to Tollens. Compared to Tollens, Fehling's is a stronger oxidizing agent or weak oxidizing agent. If this one is giving the reaction, means this won't give the reaction. Why? Because it is a stronger oxidizing agent. That's why it will give the reaction easily. Benzaldehyde is the molecule which will give Tollens test. Now tell me one small thing. If the benzaldehyde, if I am taking, now tell me if benzaldehyde, if I am taking benzaldehyde, if I am taking Benedict's reagent, is there any possibility of test? Is there any possibility of test with the Benedict's reagent? No. If it is not giving Fehling means 100% it won't give Benedict. If he is giving Tollens, some compounds are there. This is the only compound which will give Tollens test, but it won't give Fehlings under Benedict's reagent. Very, very important point. Put the star mark. So many times this question is asked. Repeated question in the examination. Whichever I am saying, try to put the star mark for that one. JW students, very, very important one. Why? Because what is the reason here is this benzaldehyde is highly aromatic in nature. It is not ready to convert this one. Why? Because here one disadvantage is there for Fehling's reagent. For Fehling's reagent, what is the disadvantage is it is a weak oxidizing agent compared to Tollens. Last one is benzoic acid. Correct. This is benzoic acid. Aldehyde will be converted to which one? Aldehyde will be converted to which one? Acid. Aldehyde will be converted to acid. That is only undergoing oxidation. Our reason here is a simple reason. Fehling's reagent is a weak oxidizing agent compared to Tollens reagent. That's why it can't able to oxidize aldehyde to acid. That is the reason, not on the clear reason. Fehling's reagent is a very weak oxidizing agent compared to Tollens reagent. This Fehling's reagent can't able to oxidize aldehyde to acid. That is benzaldehyde to benzoic acid. Benzaldehyde to benzoic acid. Benzaldehyde to benzoic acid. Benzaldehyde to benzoic acid. Is it clear? Am I clear for everyone? Is it clear for everyone? My remaining students also. Very dull. So many students. Nobody is replying today. What happened? Okay, next one. These three are very, very important. These three reactions right at one place. Okay. Next one. Reactions of carbonyl compounds with ammonia reaction of carbonyl compounds with ammonia derivatives. Reaction of carbonyl compounds with ammonia derivatives. Reaction of carbonyl compounds with ammonia derivatives. Reaction of carbonyl compounds and now see here, first one, this reaction, see one simple thing I am saying, this is R double bond O. Okay, now next one, suppose if I am taking H2NOH, can you tell me what is in this one? This one will get in physical chemistry, this your biology. Photosynthesis process will get, what is the name of that one? Anyone? NH2OH. 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 What is the name of this NH2OH? Anyone? Hydrazine, not, it is not hydrazine, it is called as hydroxylamine. It is called as hydroxylamine. Now, very important point I am saying, correct, Magadya, correct. Hydroxylamine. Once you are writing this one, once you are treating this one with ammonia derivatives, always removal of which one will take place? Water molecule. This is a simple shortcut, you remember. This is a very simple shortcut. Any carbonyl compound on treatment with ammonia derivative, removal of which one? NH2. If I am removing, what will get? Tell me. This is R. This is R double bond NOH. The name of this group is called as what? This is called as your oxime group. I think you have studied this oxime group. Where you got this oxime group? Anybody can you tell me where you got this oxime group? In your 11th, you would have studied this one. Based on this oxime group, so many questions they have given. Anybody tell me where you got this oxime group? One time think this one. This oxime group will exhibit one special type of isomerism. What is the special type of isomerism? This is the hint I have given.
बोलो पैसे हाँ हाँ अच्छा ओके 40 होने का होने का ठीक है हाँ ठीक है पैसे नहीं प्रॉब्लम हाँ हाँ
Geometrical isomerism, correct only. In the geometrical isomerism, one special type of isomerism it will exhibit. Anybody tell me what is the name of that special type of isomerism? This oxime group, wherever you are finding this oxime group, it will exhibit one special type of isomerism. Ketoenol, not EZ also, no. EZ also, no. You are getting near to that one. No stereoisomerism, no geometrical isomerism. In geometrical isomerism, it is a special type of isomerism. One time think that one. Don't search in the net. Just to think that one time. One student said correct, ma. One student and remaining one student said correct. Next, two students said correct. Now see here, very important point, right? That one very important point, that is now see, oxime group will exhibit syn and anti-isomerism. Ma, this is not anti, ma, this is anti. This is a syn and anti-isomerism. It is a special type of geometrical isomerism. See, one simple example I'll take. If I'm taking C6H5 CN double bond OH, I'll write like this, you'll get the clarity. Wait, I'll write in this manner, then you'll get the clarity. I'll explain here. See, very simple manner, I'll explain this concept. Now see, this is H double bond NOH. This is double bond. On this double bond, two groups are on the same side or opposite side. On this double bond, two groups are on the same side or opposite side. Suppose if I'm taking this double bond, these two groups are on the same side or opposite side. Opposite side, or these two are on the same side, no? That's why it is called as what isomerism? Syn isomerism. Same thing if I am taking C6H5 CH. If I am taking double bond NOH. Now see, this H is that side, this OH is this side. This is called as what? Cis and trans is different, syn and anti is different. Cis is equal to syn, trans is equal to anti. Cis is equal to syn, trans is equal to anti. Okay, the oxime group will exhibit a special type of isomerism. It is called as syn and anti. This is the question they ask in the examination. Oxime group is nothing but what? Oxime group is nothing but C double bond NOH group is called as what group? C double bond NOH group is called as syn means same side, correct? Syn means same side. Anti means opposite side. Not anti. See, this is a double bond. Leave these two groups. Leave these two nitrogen and carbon. If these two are on the same side, it is called as a syn. If these two are on the opposite side, this is one group and this is one group. This is called as what? Anti. Syn and anti. Is it clear? Is it clear? Everyone clear? Who is this RTK15? Hey, say sir, what you are saying now? You say sir, what is this one? G what? Okay. Okay. You message privately, don't message to everyone. Okay, next one. Reaction number 2. Now see, if I am taking one more carbonyl compound, double bond O. Now tell me what is the name of this one? NH2. What is the name of this one? What is the name of this one? It is your hydrazine. Hydrazine means remove water molecule. If I am removing water molecule, Cr double bond NH2. This is called as what? This is called as your hydrazine. This is called as your hydrazone. This is called as your hydrazone. If you are treating carbonyl compound with hydrazine, you'll get a hydrazone. Hydrazine gives hydrazone. Hydrazine will give hydrazone. Yes, ma, correct. It is a bit unstable only. If you are treating this one with hydrazine, it will be converted to hydrazone. Okay. Now see the next one. Finished. This one is finished. This one finished. Next one. In place of this H, if I am taking pH, then what it will become? Tell me what is the name of this one. In place of this H, if I am taking pH, what is the name of this one? What is the name of this one? The name of this one is what? It is called as your phenylhydrazine. It is called as your phenylhydrazine. Phenylhydrazine on reaction with carbonyl compound, it will give what? Phenylhydrazone. Hydrazine to hydrazone, phenylhydrazine to phenylhydrazone. Phenylhydrazine to phenylhydrazone. वैशाली बेटा खाने का इधर सीखा इधर सीखा वैसा ना वैशाली Come on, next one. Now see the next one. Now see here. Suppose if I am taking R C double bond O, if I am taking H2N N H, what is the name of this one? What is the name of this one? Now see. If this 2 is not there, means it is called as what? Phenylhydrazine, correct? If I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4 numbering, if I am taking 2, 4 dinitro phenylhydrazine. Simply it is called as what? 2,4-DNP. It is a confirmatory test for carbonyl compound. It is a confirmatory test for carbonyl compound. 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. 2,4-DNP. Now see, if I am treating this one, remove this water molecule out. What will get? Tell me here. R. This is Cr double bond N. Now finished. This is called as what test? This test is very, very important. This is called as a 2,4-DNP test. 2,4-DNP test is given by which compounds? Carbonyl compounds will give 2,4-DNP test. Carbonyl compound will be given by 2,4-DNP test is given by carbonyl compound. 2,4-DNP test is given by carbonyl compounds. The note on that important point there, 2,4-DNP test is given by which compounds? Carbonyl compounds will give 2,4-DNP test. Carbonyl compounds will give 2,4-DNP test.
यूपी में सही है सब और जितने भी बना रहते यूपी में यूपी बिहार
वो सेफ्टी वर्क करते हैं ना तमाम चीज़ें लाइसेंस से कर लेते हैं
Is it clear? Everybody got the point? Remaining students? Okay, next one, last reaction in these ammonia derivatives. Last reaction in these ammonia derivatives. Now see the reaction. If I am taking a carbonyl compound, R C double bond OR H2N NH C double bond O NH2. If I am removing this one, oxygen and water, if I am removing RC double bond NH C double bond O NH2. The name of this one is what? Semicarbazide. It is a semicarbazide test. Semicarbazide test is only given by carbonyl compounds. Semicarbazide will be converted to semicarbazone. Again. Now see one more reaction I am writing. What is one more reaction? Is C double bond O. 1 minute. H2N C double bond O NH NH2. If I am removing water molecule, what will get? Tell me here. R C double bond N C double bond NH NH2. Down reaction is possible or not? Down reaction is possible or not? Regarding test, I will say when I'm going to close the class, I tell that one. Okay, down reaction is possible or not? Down reaction is possible or not? Second reaction is, this is the question they'll ask in the examination. This is question, reaction number 1. This is reaction number 2. Second reaction is possible or not? Second reaction is possible or not? Now see here, important thing is, what is the point here is, this reaction is not possible. What is the reason here is, see, here I am removing the hydrogen from amine nitrogen. This nitrogen is amine nitrogen or amide nitrogen? This nitrogen is amine nitrogen or amide nitrogen? Amide group is what? What is the formula of amide group? C double bond O NH2 group is called as what group? Amide group. Remember one small thing, amide groups are, amide is very least reactive. What is the reason for least reactivity of amide? Can anybody tell me what is the least reactivity? Why amide is very least reactive? Anybody tell me why amide is least reactive? These are all the questions, tricky questions. Now see here. Once I am shifting this bond, this carbon will get which charge? Positive charge. This nitrogen is there, no? This nitrogen lone pair will come into conjugation with that carbon. If that nitrogen lone pair is in the conjugation, it won't involve in any other reactions. That's why amides are very least reactive. Point, you got the point? When it is more reactive means when that nitrogen lone pair is free, then it can donate to other compounds. This nitrogen lone pair is not free. Within the molecule, this nitrogen lone pair is getting delocalized. Due to delocalization of nitrogen lone pair within the molecule, these amides are least reactive. Means when you are removing water molecule, what you have to do here? When you are removing water molecule from ammonia derivatives, you have to remove from amine nitrogen or amide nitrogen. Tell me the point. Everybody tell me in the comment box. You have to remove hydrogens from amine nitrogen or amide nitrogen. From which nitrogen you have to remove? Now we got the clarity. In the examination, how they will ask the question? Now, which of the following reactions is not possible? They will ask. They will give this reaction in the examination. This is also semi-carbazide. It is also semi-carbazide. But in this one, you are removing hydrogens from amine nitrogen. But here you are removing hydrogens from amide nitrogens. From amide nitrogens, we can't able to remove hydrogens. Why? Because amides are very least reactive due to delocalization of nitrogen lone pair. Within the molecule, that lone pair will get delocalized. Due to the delocalization of that one, it is least reactive. I'm saying that one only. This last nitrogen is only amide nitrogen. In the second case, I removed from here only. Just I inverted the structure. See, this structure, if you are seeing, what is the difference you are finding in these two structures? This one and this one. Sorry, this one and this one and this one. These two structures, what you are finding the difference? Just I inverted it. This structure I bought here. This is amide nitrogen, this is amine nitrogen. This nitrogen we can't able to remove. Why? Because that nitrogen contains only one hydrogen. We wanted two hydrogens. Just it is the inversion. Got the clarity? Is it clear? Okay, note down this one. Note down the point. Clearly note down the point in your books. When you are removing H2, from ammonia derivatives, we have to remove hydrogen from One more time. Now see this one. When carbonyl compounds, when carbonyl compounds are reacting with semi-carbazide, right, like this. When carbonyl compounds are reacting with semi-carbazide, hydrogens, hydrogens, we have to remove, we have to remove from amine nitrogen, from amine nitrogen, from amine nitrogen. Highlight the point 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 amine nitrogen there.
तो दो क्या करती है कुछ इसे कुछ कुछ ना
पूरा पूरा
Oh, 1 minute, one time see. Carbonyl compounds reacts with semi-carbazide. We have to remove hydrogens from amine nitrogen. 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 Next one is haloform test. Very, very important test. First to put the star. Haloform test. Note down this one. Now write this one. Now write this one. It is exhibited. It is exhibited by compounds containing alpha CH3 group. Alpha CH3. This condition is very, very important condition. In the examination, 100% they won't ask any reaction. They will ask the condition only. That condition is very, very important. Now see one example I let. Actually, it is a characteristic reaction of ketones. Suppose if I am taking this one, CH3, C double bond OH. What is the name of this molecule? Aldehyde group or ketonic group it is? Aldehyde group or ketonic group? Aldehyde group. Now tell me, this is the carbon, this is alpha CH3. Important thing is alpha CH3 group I want. I don't want alpha carbon here. Alpha CH3 group. It will exhibit haloform test or not? it will exhibit haloform test. If I am taking this one, this will exhibit haloform test. This one, second molecule will exhibit haloform test. No, not possible. If I am taking next one, CH3, CH2, C double bond OH, last molecule will exhibit haloform test. Now see, here this is alpha, this is beta. Alpha CH3 is not there, only CH2 is there, means this is also not possible. In aldehydes, only aldehyde which will exhibit haloform test is which one? Acetaldehyde molecule. Acetaldehyde molecule is the only molecule which will exhibit haloform test. Acetaldehyde molecule is the only molecule which will exhibit haloform test. Acetaldehyde molecule is the only molecule which will exhibit haloform test. Ketones possible. Wait, ma, first let me explain about aldehydes. I will come for ketone. Let me explain about aldehydes. I will get file. I explain for ketones. First, let me explain about aldehydes. Will come for ketones. Ketones maximum molecules will explain. Ketones maximum molecules will explain. Ketones maximum molecule will exhibit this reaction. Now see, if I am coming for ketone, you tell me the answer. Now I'll tell you tell me it will exhibit or not. This one finished. This one finished. Now see the next one. If I am coming for the actually it is a characteristic reaction of ketones. Aldehyde is the only molecule. My remaining molecules, whatever the molecule is for aldehydes, it won't exhibit. Now see this one. If I am taking CH3 double bond, this will exhibit or not? This will exhibit or not? Conformly it will exhibit. Why? Because this is alpha CH3, it is alpha CH3. 100% it will exhibit. Next one, if I am taking CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH, it will exhibit or not? This molecule will exhibit or not first? That's 100%. Why? Because here alpha CH3 group is there. Alpha CH3 group, only one alpha CH3 group. Now if I am taking this one, CH3 CH2 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 C double bond O CH, it will exhibit or not? This molecule will exhibit or not? 100% will exhibit. Now one more example, CH3 CH2 C double bond CH2 CH, it will exhibit or not? No. Why? Because they are only alpha. Yes, ma. On this carbon, conformly 3 hydrogens has to be present. If 3 hydrogens are beta not possible. Is there beta? Is there correct? Certain correct. This is beta. Beta CH3 is there, but you want alpha CH3. Now tell me this one. Now tell me this one. It will exhibit or not? C double bond O CH3. It will exhibit or not? No. Why it will exhibit? Alpha group is an alpha CH3. It will exhibit. Now if I am coming to this one, now tell me this one. C double bond O CH2 CH3. This molecule possible or not? This molecule is possible or not? No, this molecule won't exhibit. Now we got the clarity. First, primary information is clear. Means which one will exhibit, which one won't exhibit. This one is clear. Haloform test is a very, very important test. Very, very important test is haloform test. Okay, next one finished. This one is completed. Note down this one. Note down this one. Finished? Okay, next one. Now see one more thing. This will also exhibited by alcohols. If I am taking alcohol, now see. Suppose if I am taking this alcohol CH3CH2OH. Now tell me which one is the alpha carbon. This is alpha carbon or this is alpha carbon. Which one is alpha carbon? This will exhibit haloform test or not. Tell me that one first. Now see, this is not alpha carbon now. Why? Because this OH is attached to this carbon. This is functional group carbon. Besides carbon, this one is alpha carbon. It will exhibit haloform test. This is the important thing you have to identify in the examination. This is the important thing you have to identify in the examination. Ma simple thing, see, this is functional group carbon. Functional group carbon besides carbon is no, ma, it is not like that. See, in the previous case, this is COOH means already one carbon is present in the functional group. For OH, there is no carbon present in the functional group. Got the clarity? In the aldehyde, already functional group contains one carbon, but when you are coming to this one, there is no carbon in the functional group. Now tell me, it will exhibit or not? 100% not possible. If I am taking this one, CH3, this is CH3H and OH. Possibility is there or not? 100% possibility is there. If I am taking CH3, this is CH3, this is CH3OH. Possibility is there or not? 100% possibility is there. 100% you will be having that. Second one, if I am seeing C, which one is alpha carbon? This one is alpha carbon, this one is beta carbon. Alpha CH2 is present. You want alpha CH3. If I am coming to this one, this is one alpha carbon and this is one alpha carbon. Here possible. Here one alpha carbon, this is one alpha carbon. This is functional group carbon. Functional group carbon is C. This one shall I take this one as a primary alcohol. This is also primary alcohol. This is secondary alcohol. This is which alcohol? Tertiary alcohol. Correct? Already I discussed this one. Now we got the clarity which molecules will exhibit haloform test and which one won't exhibit haloform test. Which one will exhibit haloform test and which one won't exhibit haloform test. You want mechanism or you want shortcut? Shall I explain too? Both are okay. Note down this one. First one mechanism will write first one. Haloform test mechanism. First mechanism of haloform test. Haloform test mechanism. Now see here. First one, write the reaction P C double bond O CH3. How to identify this haloform reaction is the simple thing they give like this. I2 by NaOH. I2 by NaOH they give. If I2 by NaOH, I2 by NaOH, your product is very simple product. C double bond ONA plus CHI3. This is called as what? Your iodoform. This is the important one. The color of this iodoform is what color? Yellow color. First note down this one. I'll explain the mechanism. At the last, I'll give the shortcut. It's not like that. More CH3s are present means it's not like that. Directly they'll ask the question. More CH3s are present means reaction means here you have to use only one CH3. If one CH3 is there means that is enough. This reaction is done. Finished? Now see. Ma Cl2 also you can take any. I told first what test I told? I told what test halo form. Any halogen you can take. You can take chlorine by NaOH also you can take. Br2 by NaOH also you can take. Iodine by NaOH. If I am taking Cl2 by NaOH, you'll get a chloroform. Here what you'll get? You'll get a bromoform. Last one you'll get what? Iodoform. I already told fluorine reactions are very rare reactions. Only two reactions of fluorine are there. One is a SWOT reaction and one is a Ball-Schiemann reaction. SWOT reaction is for aliphatic. Ball-Schiemann reaction is for aromatic. Okay. Now see the mechanism here. Now see the mechanism. Don't write first. See the mechanism. Very simple mechanism it is. Now see the mechanism. Suppose if I am taking PCH, this is CH3. I am writing this one as H. Okay. Base is then I'm taking OH minus. If this H plus is going out, what will you tell me? This one will combine. These two will combine. This two is combining PH, 3 double bond. This will become CH2 minus. Clear? Now see, after this one, if I am taking iodine and iodine, one iodine is positive, one iodine is negative. This positive iodine will come here. Once it is coming here, what will get? PCH, CH2I. Up to here, clear for everyone? Take this one as a step number 1. Step number 1 is clear for everyone. Everybody tell me one time. Don't copy. When I'm explaining, don't write. I'll give the time. I'm giving sufficient time for you to write. That's why don't copy when I'm explaining. Don't write. Everybody is clear? Okay. Now see step number 2. If I'm taking step number 2, PC double bond. One more H I'm taking down. One more H I am taking down. Iodine is there. Again, if I am taking OH minus, what will happen? This H plus is going. This will be negative charge. Here combination of this one, removal of water molecule. What will you get? pH. This will be CH minus and this is iodine. Again, if I am taking iodine and iodine, this is positive charge, negative charge. What will you get? PHC double bond O, CH, iodine and iodine. Correct? Second step is also clear. Second step is also clear. Same step. Third step, what you have to do again, you have to remove one more H. C double bond. Now see here. This H I am writing down. This is iodine and this is iodine. Again, if I am taking OH minus, from this one remove. This is negative charge. Removal of this one will take place. Means again removal of water molecule. pH. Now see C, iodine, and sorry. This will get which charge? A negative charge. Again, if I am taking iodine and iodine, this is positive charge, negative charge. PHC double bond O, C iodine, and this is iodine. Got the clarity? See, one step if you learn means remaining two steps are very simple. Now tell me, fourth step, is there any chance to remove further hydrogen here? There is no hydrogen to remove, correct? Is there any hydrogen there to remove? That's why I told you want minimum how many hydrogens? 3 hydrogens. Why? Because in the final product you have to get 3 iodines. That 3 iodines are replaced with 3 hydrogens. Got the clarity? Got the clarity? Iodide radical is unstable. Iodide anion cation is stable. I told iodide radical is unstable. Here I am not using radical. I am using cation and anion. Yes, ma. For that reason only. Why I am taking 3 hydrogens means you have to replace 3 halogens. In order to replace 3 halogens, we want 3 hydrogens. If 2 hydrogens also there means reaction is not possible. Only with 3 hydrogens your reaction is possible. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes or no? Yes, ma. Only we want alpha CH3. Then only the reaction will be possible. Not on this one. Not on this one. See this I minus is there, no? This I minus will combine with this H plus and will go out as iodine. Sorry, HI. That is a byproduct. Here one H plus is there, no? This H plus and I minus will combine, that will go out as HI. Byproduct is not important. Don't see about the byproduct. Here byproduct is not at all important. Nobody will ask you the byproduct. Finished? Now see the next one. Now see the next one. This much of big reaction is there, no? Simple shortcut will be there for this reaction. No need to remember all this one. Now see the next one. Now see the next. If I am taking finally what you got, this one you got as Ci3. Here in the fourth step, attack of OH minus will take place. This bond is shifting means negative charge, positive charge. This OH minus will come and attack here. Once it is coming and attacking here, what you'll get to pH. This will be O minus Ci3. This is OH. Here pH, if this is O minus Ci3OH. Now see here, very important step. This step is important. The Ci3 molecule will go out, means immediately carbon will get positive charge. Immediately this oxygen will shift the electrons inside. Once it is shifting, what you'll get to pH, C double bond OH. Correct? Along with the elimination of which one? Along with the elimination of Ci3 minus. Sixth step. Now see the sixth step. If I am taking PHC double bond OH, if I am writing this one, it will be converted to, this will be O minus and this H plus will go and attack it. Now seventh step, see. If I am taking Ci3 minus plus H plus gives rise to what? CHI3. This molecule is, this molecule on treatment with Na plus which is remaining, it will be converted to, see this much of big reaction you have to. Finally what you got? Finally this one is important. Ma finished? This mechanism and all don't remember. Ma directly I'll tell the shortcut. 100% don't remember any mechanism. KOH also you can take. If you are taking KOH, you'll get OK. Okay, my next one. Now see this one. Next. Now see the shortcut for this reaction. No need to see all this one. Just see one simple shortcut for this reaction. Suppose if I am taking this one, you only tell the answer. pH C double bond O CH3 on treatment with what? On treatment with the iodine with the NaOH. Correct? Already I told these 3 hydrogens are replaced with the 3 iodines. First product you write this one as CHI3. This pH is pH C double bond O, you put like this one only. Add one extra O in. All of the answer. What is the simple shortcut here? Is this CH3 is there, no? Convert to CHI3. Here C double bond O put like this one ONE. I'll tell one example, you tell the answer. Suppose if they are given CH3 C double bond O CH3. Now tell me the answer. If they are given Cl2 by NaOH. Any one CH3 can replace. If I am replacing the CH3, what will be the product? CHCl3 CH3 C double bond ONA. Got the point? Got the point? Now see one more example. If they are given like this one, CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH3 Br2 by NaOH, they are given, means what you get? CH3 CH2 C double bond ONA CHBr3. Everyone got the clarity? Everybody got the clarity? Simple logic. Logic is very, very simple one. Now see next one. Now see this one. This one tell me. CH3 C double bond OH on I2 by NaOH, what will get? One will be CHI3 confirm. Next, what is the remaining product? Remaining product. Remaining product. Now see, this is CH3 gone, means what will be remaining? HC double bond ONA. Simple logic is very, very simple. Everybody got? Simple. My shortcut here is PHC double bond. This is starting, what is present put here. These 3 hydrogens replaced with 3 halogens. That is only the shortcut you have to follow. I think the shortcut is very clear, I think, as per my knowledge. Based on the shortcut only, do every reaction. Keep on asking this reaction in the examination. Last one, it is confusing. See, this is the thing is there, no? This one is there, no? This is CH3 I wrote here, means what will be remaining? H C double bond ONE. Now the simple logic is very, very simple. Logic is very, very simple. Okay, next one. Now see the next one. Now if I am coming for alcohols, you tell me the answer for alcohols. It is only a bit confusing one. Now see, if I am taking CH3 CH2OH on treatment with I2 by NaOH, this molecule will go out. Once this molecule is going out, you will get a CHI3, remaining will be HC double bond ONA. This one is there, no? This will be converted to C double bond ONA. This alcohols is bit different. These alcohols, remember the shortcut in this manner. Whatever will be the alpha CH3, what will be the remaining? That one. Now see, if I am taking this one, CH3, this is CH3, HOH. Now tell me what will get here. If I am putting I2 by NaOH, what will get? One will be CHI3 will be common. Okay, this CH3 will remains as CH3, C double bond O, C double bond ONA, C double bond ONA. See, for alcohol, this is CH3, this is CHI3. This is C double bond O, C double bond O, put like this. For this one, extra ONA put this hydrogen bring here. That is a simple thing here. This one is with this will be very bit, it will be confusing. Okay, next one. You write this one. If I am writing this one, CH3. This is CH3. This is CH3OH on treatment with I2 by NaOH. Tell me, one product will be the common one. One product will be what? CHI3. Next one is CH3. Just a minute. Here hydrogen is not there, no? Just a minute. This one is last one is not possible. I remove this one. This one I'll explain later. I'm having doubt in this one. See, simple logic. Nothing is there here. Now see, this one is CH3. This one is alpha CH3. Correct? Here this is take this one. This is your alpha CH3. This one will be converted to this one. What will be remaining? CH3 C double bond O C double bond O O N A. If I am coming to next one, here this CH3 will be converted to this CH3. Here C. H is there, no? One will be C double bond ONA. What is the valency of carbon, sir? Valency of carbon is 4. Already 2 bonds are satisfied here. 1 bond is satisfied here. Means how many hydrogens are possible? Only 1 hydrogen is possible. Is it clear? This one is clear. Simple logic. See, which one is alpha carbon? That one take as a CHI3. Here see, C double bond O Na I wrote. Here one CH3 group is remaining. No, that CH3 group I wrote here. This reaction is important reaction. Confirmly, you have to practice this reaction. Everybody has to practice this reaction. In the examination, they'll ask directly which of the following will give positive iodoform test. Which of the following will give negative iodoform test. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes, correct. The functional group alcohol is converted to C double bond O. Alcohol will be converted to C double bond O. Correct. Simple logic. My logic is very simple. Okay. Maximum main reactions of carbonyl compounds are finished. In the next class, I'll discuss much main reactions. Okay, ma. This is your today's class. In the today's class, I discuss very important reactions. In the next class, nice, ma. In the next class, I'll teach one more time. I'll revise. Okay. Now, see one important thing. Tomorrow you'll be having the test. Ma, don't go out. Tomorrow you'll be having the test. In the test, what I taught till now, it will be there in your test. Try to study. Yes, ma, will be. For us, chemistry class will be on next Thursday, not Monday. Okay, tomorrow your exam topics is. Tomorrow your exam topics is up to aldehydes and ketones to up to today's class what I taught. Up to today's class what I taught. Okay. Okay, ma. All the best for your examination. Write well. All the best for your examination. Write well. Good night, everyone. Take care. Bye.